And if you could please welcome Shelley McCardle, because she's going to give us a little Heart of Landcare Mindfulness meditation session, just to kick off the second day. So please welcome Shelley. Hello. Take it away.
Thank you. So I'm going to get everyone to stand up. If you could, I invite everyone to stand up. So firstly, I'd like to say what a privilege it is to stand here on Gadigal country. It's certainly very beautiful, and I work and live on Wappabarra country and Durrumbal country, which is up in central Queensland. So firstly, I'll get you to stand with your feet hip-width apart and your arms just by your side. And the good news is we're going to close our eyes so no one can see if you look silly. And we're just going to connect with our breath. Stepping into stillness led by our breath. Letting go of the thinking mind and allowing ourselves to just be for a moment. Let's take our attention now to the soles of the feet and the area between the soles of the feet and the knees. And in this area, imagining the element earth. So I invite you to recall a time where you've sunk your hands into the soil, planting a seedling, feeling that element earth, or stood on a beach and allowed your feet to sink into that sand, feeling that stability that the earth offered. The element earth between the soles of the feet and the knees. Moving further up between the knees and the top of the hips, the element water. Beautiful, crisp, clean water. Maybe you recall a time where you've sat beside a creek, watched the water flow around obstacles, dissolving what needs to be dissolved, floating maybe on a beautiful ocean, the element water between the knees and the top of the hips. So moving further upwards between the top of the hips and the heart, the element fire, sparking us to action, lighting our passions. Maybe there was a time where you can recall that you gazed upon a beautiful sunrise or a sunset, or sat around a cosy fire looking into the flames. The element fire between the top of the hips and the heart. Moving further up between the heart and the throat, the element air. Recalling a time where you've taken a deep breath of cool, crisp air and felt that energy, that clarity that it brought to your body. The element air between the heart and the throat. And further up between the throat and the top of the head, the element ether. Maybe you can recall a time where you've gazed upon a night sky in wonder of the vastness of it, or stood up top a mountain looking down on a vast valley and really had that sense of how small you are in comparison, that element ether in between the throat and the top of the head. I invite you now to gather up all of those elements that make up you, and all of those elements that connect you to all else. The element ether between the top of the head and the throat. The element air between the throat and the heart. Fire between the heart and the top of the hips. Water between the top of the hips and the knees. And earth between the knees and the soles of the feet. Resting your awareness on your breath for a few moments more. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. So this is a beautiful little meditation that's very simple and that helps us to remember our place in all of this. So I'm fortunate enough to work closely with the Wapalbara people where I come from, and every day I learn something from them, about connection to country, a perspective that takes me deeply into the felt sense of country, and we've heard a little bit about that over the last day or so. And they've taught me to look with my heart and not my head, to quieten my mind and listen deeply to country and to allow the lines between me and country to be blurred. And I bet there's a lot of you in this crowd that have had that experience where you feel that connection to country in that it is you and you are it. And Victor Stephenson, he touched on it yesterday when he talked about bringing back a sense of intimacy when we care for country. That beautiful treading softly on country. And I'd like to quote the words of my dear friend Wendy Saltner from up north. It's our duty, our honour and our privilege to do the work that we do in caring for country. So I invite everyone to just keep that in the back of your mind, that sense of reverence. And I really look forward to the next few years. I think we're in a really exciting time where we see Indigenous people stepping back into that management of country, and there's a whole layer of learning that we can do in that connection. So thank you.